Hi guys, my name is Ghost, Lachi for short, and welcome to another part of Jackpot Crash Course. Last time we managed to make some chips, unfortunately not enough to get into the VIP room, or like not in time, and we hung out with Benny and Maneki. And now it's time for the main course, the death game itself. Yeah, I'm scared. Because somebody has to die, and I don't want anybody to die, but yeah, it's a death game, so yeah. Well, anyway, let's see what they have ready for us. Okay. Please pick one of the following cards. Oh. I guess I won't be able to look at them. Please pick one of the following cards. Yeah, you won't be able to look at them. Ah, okay. Which one do I feel like picking? Okay, this one feels good. I'm curious if it would change anything, really. Okay, cast the color around your neck with the card facing inward to begin the game. Why do we have a collar with spikes? That's not good. Are the spikes on the color supposed to face outward? Yeah, that's what I said. Cast the color around your neck with the card facing inward to begin the game. Right, yeah. Okay, so we have 9 of spades. Okay, good to remember. Also, I don't want to put on the color. I don't want to. Please make your way to the platform. The game will begin shortly. Okay, do you have anything else to say to me? No, okay. Well, let's go to the platform, I guess. You feel the platform sway slightly with your weight and slowly begin its descent. Your hands instinctively go for the safety railing, but you aren't sure how safe it really is. Yeah. Keep your arms and legs inside the platform at all times. Thank you for the safety warning. What about, removing the collar I have around my neck? Good luck. Thank you. Oh no. Hey, Betty. Hopefully we're not against each other. Where are the others? That's weird. Benny's hooked a finger on his collar and tucks it so there's more space between it and his neck. But quickly retracts it when he's noticed you. There you are, finally learning to catch up with me, huh? Are you really in that much of a hurry to play? Yeah. In a hurry to finish? Don't get it mixed up. Yeah, I would probably also be in a hurry to finish because I want to get it over with, I guess. Get over it, or whatever. Maybe in a little bit of a hurry to play. I hadn't realized how nice of a change of face someone else giving me money to gamble with would be. You do know it's not real money, right? You don't get to keep it if you get it out. Don't ruin it for me. As you talk, the lift retracts, and a slow trickle of contestants arrive. Oh, so here are the others. Well, I won't keep you waiting. I'll get back to you if I notice anything new. Acting like you're not obsessed? Says you, Benny. Yeah. Okay, well, here's everybody. Hey guys, here's my crew. They hold up a fan with hearts, spades, clubs, diamonds drawn on it. Thanks, I'm sure the color suits you too. Yeah, we can't really see it though. Okay. Have you looked there beyond the gates yet? Reminds me of where the villains get punished in the old pictures my grandma would sit around watching. With all the cowboys and outlaws facing off against each other and whatnot. Bang. Oh, you think it will be a quick draw? Well, it's possible it's Western themed. I can imagine them wanting to give us a loaded gun. Yeah, I mean, you would either kill the other contestants or you might hurt the staff, so. They gave us one in the casino, didn't they? I guess they might still give us fake ones, then just eliminate whoever's slowest. If that's the case, you better hope you're not paired up with me. I'm the fastest draw here. At least you harpoons. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna use harpoons. Here's to hoping. Hey Bones, what you up to? How's the new color treating you? Who doesn't like a little rat? Let me replace it in the dressing room. Same with the guy. You can see the color as it's covered by the neck warmer, Maneki waves. Okay. It's obviously gonna be a hanging. Just look at all the props. The colors are all wrong though, and actually knows would support enough to give the momentum more of a pull on the neck. Oh. Yeah, that's kind of dark. Otherwise, they would have to pull on our feet to get anywhere. That's what the spikes are for, dummy. It's not the drop that will kill you, but the piercing of the spikes in your neck. If that's the case, you don't die by hanging, you die by puncture wound. It doesn't matter if the theming implies a hanging, if the coroner writes differently. People die by suffocating while hanging all the time. You're getting all caught up in the semantics and messing with my head. People still say he was hung to death, even if it takes a bit longer. You don't think you can listen to this anymore? Yeah. Oh, that's not very optimistic, especially before the death game. You turn away and try to ignore what they're saying before they continue. Yeah, okay, let's leave this conversation. What about you two? Which is why it's imperative you do not wander off with someone else and stick with the group once he tells us. But if people start pairing off before you're able to convince them, will that inherently put people into different alliances? What do you mean, alliances? It's our belief that the game will function without teams. Yeah, that would make sense. That's why we're like, chained. What? Like, why everybody's like chained by themselves and not like in a group or anything, I guess? Unless we're supposed to make groups in the future. All of us share the same game space and each contestant through our knowledge picked a random card. Meaning, it's most likely just going to be a free-for-all. And that's exactly the reason to avoid any potential contestant-formed alliances or teams early on. When the game starts, we should assess the rules to make sure there isn't another loophole like in roulette. Rather than form teams or partners and jump to working against one another. Shouldn't we wait until we know what the rules are before we start playing for the game? This feels a bit presumptuous. Once everyone knows the rules, the only people they'll be looking out for is themselves. Fair. Keep an eye out for those that try to leave the pack gates. Okay, I'll try, I guess. Hey, Vic. Oh my, does the suit matter? Just tell me the number. When the game starts, you need to... Vic notices you staring and waves a hand dismissively. We're trying to have a conversation, but a bit of privacy wouldn't be too much of an ask, would it? Sure. Don't let him mess with you, Cecilia. He's a snake. Gates. Wouldn't dream of it, Mr. Gates. Toodles. Okay, can I talk to her alone? Nope. It's the same conversation. Alright. Hey, Sandbag. Sandbag periodically fiddles with his wrist and looks over the edge of the stage. You doing alright? Doesn't he feel like they've just been herding us around? More so than usual, you mean? We barely had enough time between the first game and interviews. Then they gave us a mediocre break before pushing us back on stage again. Even my last job didn't have this bad of a schedule, unless things have just felt faster than they actually are. You also missed a good chunk of it. It could just be that. Do you know how long you've been awake today? No, really no. And that doesn't bother you? Well, now that's all I can think of. It may also be the lack of an actual clock getting to you. Hopefully our internal rhythms will kick in later and we'll be able to get some extra rest. I mean, if the artificial light counts as a normal light, yeah, the rhythm should be, like your inner clock should be fine. But I've heard that if you stay in complete darkness, actually your inner clock gets all messed up. And I think that you actually stay awake longer. I'm not sure though. It's either you are awake longer or for longer periods of time or shorter periods of time. I'm not sure. But yeah, it definitely did something like that. Hopefully. Okay, what about you, Vega? Stu, you seem like the type to be a frequent gambler. Why, everybody assumes that. Well, I'm not. I have my theories already, but having a second opinion wouldn't hurt. What card game or game of chance do you think best represents the theming here? Poker, maybe? Really? What makes you think that? Well, mostly for the cards we picked, but now that I'm thinking of it, that could be any card game at casino. Yeah. Maybe I'll be better off asking Vic. Though, more importantly, I'm wondering why this area is separated from us, and what exactly the colors are used for in-game. That's a very good question. Do I want to know? To be puppeted around with them, or maybe to keep us from where we shouldn't be going. You bring up a good point. I don't know if mine has the slack necessary to go further than the gate. It'd be ideal to figure out if up there is a place we want to be. Preferably before a timer starts and we are forced to choose on the fly. Yeah. Also, I don't like, how the chains go upwards. That's not a good sign. Okay, I think I talked to everybody already, so let's go back to Benny. Yo! Still just waiting for the game to start. At this point, it's clear they're getting some sick pleasure out of dragging on for this long. I wouldn't put it past them. You wouldn't have a plan for the game at all, do you? Look at me again while asking that. Yeah, sorry, but you don't look like the type of guy who would have a plan. Point taken. It just feels like everyone else here is antsy to post something. Everybody here is just looking to win. Don't let them get in your head. They're just as clueless as you are. As you talk, you notice Vic bouncing between contestants and seeming to offer something. But they each off scarf and turn him away, until he catches sight of you. Gates, what's your card? Do I want to trust him? Because, nobody shared their card with him yet. So I would take it as a sign to not do it, because I would like to keep it a secret. Maybe it will give me some kind of advantage. I don't like lying, but in this situation, it's probably better. Ace. You've probably already heard this, but if you know you're a bad liar, you should probably stop trying to get away with doing it. What about you, Runaway? Choke on it and die, Suit. Oh. Fine. Have it your way, but we better figure out a solid exit strategy or you won't be leaving the stage. With that, he steps away from you two and continues asking the other contestants, all of which turn him away. What the hell was that about? Seems like he might know something about a game that we don't. Yeah, maybe figure out what kind of game it's supposed to be. They sure are taking their time setting things up. It's starting to make me wonder where... Speak of the devil! Sheriff King here, reporting for duty. Never mind. Welcome, welcome. We know more than anyone how you've all waited very patiently tonight, and our contestants just can't wait to show you what they've got. Our first game of the season is... Drumroll, please! Oh, blackjack. Okay. Okay, played that a few times. My grandpa actually taught me how to play it, so... Yeah, I'm not sure if it will actually help me in this game, but... It's good to know the basic rules, right? The rules are simple if you can keep up, that is. Our contestants have each chosen one of 40 cards that they will represent. 2 three-ways, plus, pay close attention here, one wild card, the Joker. Ooh, Joker. Yeah, that's not usually part of the deck, I think. I think so. Yeah. Viewers at home with a keen eye may have noticed that these cards aren't visible to audience members or other contestants. Meaning the only one who knows what card they are is the contestant it belongs to. For all those pure souls who haven't gambled before, such as myself, I'll give a quick crash course. Oh, crash course? Is it a crash course how to hit a jackpot? In the average game of blackjack, there is a player and a dealer, both of whom are dealt 2 cards. The goal is to get closest to 21 without going over. Whoever gets closest or gets 21 is the winner. Dealers will only show one of their cards at first, while players will show 2. Players can then hit to keep pulling cards as long as they don't go over 21. Once the player is satisfied with their score, they'll stay, and the dealer will pull cards until they get 15 or above before stopping. Simple, right? It better forgive, rather than being given a random pair of cards from a deck. 2 contestants representing 2 cards will pair up together to go up against the dealer. Oh, yeah. Oh, that would kind of explain the layout, because there were 2 spaces. And maybe that's how Vic figured it out, because he was like, oh, 2 spaces, everybody has 1 card. Which casino game features 2 cards? Yeah. When contestants go up to the gallows to face off against the dealer, the contestant's combined value will be revealed. and the dealer will reveal one of the two cards they randomly pulled from the deck. Once the players see the dealer's card and have a better idea of what they're going up against, they can choose to hit or stand based on their hand and the dealer's revealed card. If you hit, you can bring on another randomly chosen contestant from the pool of whoever's remaining to add to your score, potentially tipping the scales in your favor. Just be wary. You can keep choosing to hit until you're satisfied, but if you go over 21, you bust and you lose. Oh no! Oh no! This is getting confusing. Once you choose to stand, you stick with what you've got and the dealer reveals their second card. If your cards are lower than the dealer's, you lose. But if your group score is higher than the dealer's or the dealer busts and goes over 21, you win and everyone on the gallows will return to the lobby. Any questions before I continue, Outlaws? I don't need repeating that, thank you. Beautiful shrimp man. Please don't call me that. I mean, yeah, he is all like pink, so it makes sense. I get that number cards probably equals the same as, well, the numbers. But you said cards were given to us from ace to king. And how much are ace and kings? That's a good question for a beginner. I believe that, if I remember correctly, ace should be like either 1 or 11. And like all the face cards should be 10. So there are actually like 4 10s in game. In blackjack, all face cards, jack, queen, and king equal to in value. Yeah. The ace card could be either 1 or 11. And while the joker is in regular blackjack, he represents any number from 1 to 10 depending on player choice. Imagine if it could be 0, that would be amazing. How will pairings work? Will we get to choose who goes up as a group, or is it a free-for-all? So glad you asked. You will be given 10 minutes of discussion time per round, and once the timer buzzes, you will have to decide which pair is going up for that round. You probably already noticed that the stage has been split in 2 sections. Between rounds, you're free to stand wherever you wish. But once it's time to pair up, if you want to go up with someone, you must both be in that section closest to the gate. If you or your partner aren't there, tough luck. Only once a pair is picked will you be separated from the rest of the group and made to face the dealer. If no one volunteers that round, a pair will be chosen by an audience vote. Okay, so maybe that's why an audience like popularity would matter here. I've got another one. What if multiple pairs volunteer at the same time for the gallows? That is exactly what we're giving you these. Oh, toy pistol. Okay. If multiple people want to pair up a given round, in order to determine who among the people trying to pair up are facing off on the gallows, you'll each have to outshoot your opponents. We're shooting each other? Almost. You'll notice that the pistol has a flag in it. The first person to fire during showdown will get to choose to pair with anyone else that volunteered. If you do draw first, are you able to choose whoever you want to take with? Even if they don't want to? That's right! If you're the one who drew first, you can choose anyone standing on that front section for that round as your pair, even if they decline. But the ones who stayed back are off the table. That's bull! That's just kind of the risk you would have to take. Not everything may turn out in your favor. But as long as you're away from the gate, you're unable to be picked? For initial pairs, yes. If someone on the gallows chooses to hit, anyone, no matter which section they're standing on, can be chosen at random to join them. So don't think you're too safe even when you aren't going up the bed. There will be a total of 4 rounds. Oh, that's not much. That's not many. Once those rounds are up, whoever's still left on the stage is eliminated. And the timer starts. Okay, well that's a way how to motivate us to actually go there and risk our lives. I really wish they would give more of a warning before starting these. Did you get all that? I already know how to play blackjack, so I got the gist. Talk about a snooze fest. Who wants to sit through a long bar and talk about the rules? Me, I guess. Even though I'm usually the type of person who like forgets all of the rules, even though I heard them and I just learn as I go. But yeah. Brooke stands in the center and raises her hand. Attention! Oh, brother. Before anyone starts any conversation among peers, I would like to ask something of you. I believe it would be in everyone's best interest to share your card with the group to avoid any confusion during the pairing process. That could work, but everybody would have to say the truth, yeah? Why on earth should we tell you? Isn't it obvious? I believe in order to best strategize for the coming rounds, we should each be open about what card we are. That way we can most efficiently plan for the best course of action. I, for one, am the 10. And what would that plan of action be exactly? Pardon? Well, if you're gonna start saying that what our cards are, shouldn't we know what the plan to do with them is? I suppose that's a good point. Did anyone have any ideas on a plan for each round? We should start with the highest cards going first. That way all the smallest ones can call on more people with less of a risk of going bust. We go up and pair as king and queen, jack and king, nine and ace, then wild card and 8, etc, etc. Yeah, but that only gives you 20, and if you want to like go in as a pair, it would be better to get there as, you know, as blackjack already, so like 21. So it would be better to get some kind of 10 and ace, and then yeah, I don't know, one pair can be safe, so, and the others would have to hit probably, or just pray that 20 and 19 is enough. Are you crazy? It's only 4 rounds. If we do it that way, then that leaves every number underneath 8 out of the game. Well, maybe they should have picked a better card. It also isn't the most ergonomic use of our numbers. Well, a king and a queen sounds nice, but it only gets you to 20. Yeah, 20 is a good score though. Yeah, it is, but it's not safe. It's not safe yet. It could be better. Sure, but if you're trying to be efficient with the amount of people we get on stage, it's not just getting a high enough score against the deal, but getting the highest number possible from each round. Yeah. I understand I'm biased. To be honest, my card is only a 4. But ideally, we'd get queen, king, and ace. Queen, king, and ace. That's already too much. Oh, that's 1. Oh, because ace can be 1 though. Oh yeah, that's 21. Jack 9, 2, 10, 83, 6, 5, and 4, and the wild card, which would count as 5 and equal out to 21. That's a terrible idea. Doesn't it leave out a 7? Yes, but it gives every other group a score of 21. Or we could do queen, king, ace, jack 9 and 2, 10 and 7 and 4, ace 3 and 5, and wild card is 5? Yeah, that's nice, but we can only go in as a pair, and the third card would be, you know, a random chance. Oh, there's lots of fun combinations you can do now that I think about it. That's a worse idea. Either way, 21 points times 4 rounds is 84 points in total. All of the cards added up, even when making the wild card and ace count as 1s, is 86. No matter what, even in the most ideal scenario, one person is staying behind. Oh no! We cannot save everybody! The main strategy shouldn't be hoping for the best, it should be planning for the best. It's still the pairings that allow the most people to live, which is why we'll need knowledge on one another's cards to go for it. Why? So we can pick out the black sheep of the group and plan around kicking it out? Yeah, that's what would happen. Huh? Well, if it allows the most people to survive, then... Not to be a pessimist, but there's no way in hell you can plan for that anyway. We go up in pairs, not trios. There's no way to ensure you'd get the one card you need out of all of the available players. Yeah, unless it's like the last round, and there's like 2 little people, then the chance would be higher. But yeah. You can discuss all you want about an ideal scenario, but you're not playing on luck's side here. I mean, apparently Miss Fortune likes Betty today, so yeah. So going for the highest number first leaves all the low cards behind, and trying to plan for everyone to get to 21 has too much risk. Yeah, we're still at a standstill then. What do you suggest we do? Oh, I know. Elise raises their hand, waving it frantically and bouncing on their heels. You may continue. All I'm saying is the host made our cards secret for a reason. Sharing our numbers takes the fun out of what makes it actually blackjack. We should keep them all hidden until the last minute. Dumb and bad idea. Yes, well, Blonde, I do agree. It's in our best interest to strategize around the rules of the game and work cooperatively to ensure the safety of most players possible. Are you even hearing yourself? What waiver did you sign? The point of this is to actually play the games. If you wanted to get on your high horse about the right thing to do, you would let chance take the wheel so the only one responsible for all the hangings is luck. Better yet, you wouldn't have gone and gotten arrested in the first place. What gives you all of the people the right to be asking that? What gives you the right to act like you're above it? Huh? As the two bicker, you notice Maneki tapping on Cobbin's shoulder. Oh, good idea, Maneki. But he didn't even say anything. Maybe people should pair with low numbers so there's less risk of in calling others up. Yeah, that works up to a certain point, because if you keep on drawing low numbers and you still have a low number, then there's a higher chance of actually drawing a higher card, and then it's a bust. So yeah, it could work if you have like good base. That way more people can join the stage earlier on, and the low numbers are at less risk for being left behind. So the 2 and 3 go on stage, then hit to bring another player up. Then depending on the risk of hitting again with the new score, they'll all decide whether or not they want to go again. I guess it does leave a lot more up to chance. What? Shashir's... I know what it's referencing, but I'm not sure how to say it, so... Cheshire, I guess. Cheshire is probably just saying that because they got a low card. I screw everyone else over because they're unlucky. Then what card did you get? Duh, I'm 10. Didn't Rook just say she was 10? I mean, at least still could mean that they have one of, like, the face cards which are still 10 in value. Please stop ganging up on me! There's a lot of pressure being an ace, you know. Do you mean it as a card or not? Because then that's a different card. That's either 1 or 11. This may be uncalled for, but something tells me you're being untruthful. If that's the case, then a group discussion likely isn't worth it. What do you mean? If we aren't able to strategize with one another and come to a consensus, then we'll be left scrambling and unfocused when it comes time to pick our pair. Why don't we each talk in pairs then? My lady? I pick Rook. Come along, we can discuss things privately. Cecilia links arms with Rook and drags her away. As the two leave, the group's attention disperses and people begin talking among themselves. Oh, it's loading. Okay, let's talk to everybody. Hey, you said you were the 4, right? I sure did. Wow, I'm impressed you remember that. Well, it's only been a few minutes since you mentioned it. Oh, sorry, it's just that people seem to forget what I say often. But that might just be because I usually follow up with hours of plan talk, so I don't really blame them. That actually sounds good. I wouldn't mind talking about plants. Speaking of forgetting, did you know forget-me-nots are actually a genus of flowers plants called myosotis? Oh, Ben. Sorry, why do you ask? We're not gonna ask to pair up yet. Just wanted to double check if I heard it right. You sure you don't want to hear more about myosotis? The name comes from an ancient Greek word called mouse's ear, you know? Isn't that cute? Yeah, it is cute. Maybe after the game. Yeah, fair. Okay, what about your group? Wait, no, that's not right. Shrimp said you shoot to figure out the pair, not to eliminate someone. Yeah, but the pair isn't that good of a hand, so it's best to aim for stuff like a straight or flush if you can. Why are you mixing, poker in that? Isn't it blackjack? Isn't what blackjack? The game we're playing right now. Is this really a game to you? Our lives are on the line. Quick, before it's too late, tell me, what card do you have? Ah, stop shaking me, it's a 6, I pulled the 6. Only a 6, huh? Well, then you're probably good as that. You should pair with someone like a 10. A 16? And just hit. That's always the winning strategies for losers like you. Yeah, that's a good idea. What? Tell Elise off. Knock it off. Oh, come on. I was just trying to give some friendly advice. Yeah, that wasn't that. You were trying to confusing. If you're planning on sabotage, I would expect better from you. Well, I actually don't expect much of anything from you, but it's still low. You're right. Maybe if I try and get my chain tangled with someone else, they'll have to follow wherever I go. That's when I take my shot and bang! That's not what the guns are for. They're so tied up with me they can say no when I yank them to the pedestal and bet it all on black. Alice, are you okay? That's not a... whatever. Thanks for the pointers, old man. I'd never have thought about it without you. Wait, so am I supposed to bet on black or throttle the dealers till they stop moving? You're supposed to play blackjack. Maybe I'll just figure it out as we go. Oh yeah, we're not... I don't think that choking the dealer would work, really. Before you can speak a word to them, Poppy notices you approaching first. She eyes Bones. Can you guess his car too? Bones lazily looks over at you, unimpressed. Huh, he's way too obvious. We don't even count as a challenge. What are you up to now? Hey, bull boy. Pick a number between 1 to 10 for me, will you? 1? I see. So you have a higher card. What? Didn't you pick a number opposite of what you have to trick me into thinking you have something lower instead? That's the oldest trick in the book. You've got to try harder than that. Whatever. In the end, it's all just talk until I'm at the gallows. What do you expect from a former street magician anyway? Oh, so that's why he's so annoying. Hey, being a magician is a legitimate career. You don't know how much cash I've met in that profession. Magic tricks, not so much. Sleight of hand, maybe. Not my fault people are easy to distract. You seem awfully confident. Yeah, I mean, most of the magic tricks are about like distracting, so... Or like about distractions, so... Yeah. Maybe... Has Bones actually used that already in the game? I'm wondering, because that's something that would be kind of useful actually. If you're that good with sleight of hand, what's stopping you from getting out of your collar? Dramatic effect. You can do it, can you? What reason do I have to? To prove myself? Like they don't have armed security and electric cuff waiting as insurance? Well, you do have the cuff over a leather jacket. Oh, insulation? Good eye. Are you trying to insulate the shock or something? As much as you are desperately trying to paint me as some delusional escapee, you've got the wrong guy. That's more of their line of work. Once points at Benny and Sandbag. I only benefit from winning, which I plan to do. Okay, since you pointed out the Benny and Sandbag, let's go to them. Hey, Be. Okay. I mean, it's not time yet. Benny suddenly pulls the trigger of his pistol while aiming at her. Ah. You knocked the gun off his hands out of instinct. What the hell are you doing? Did I scare ya? You could give someone a heart attack with that. Oh, like that? What's got him upset this time? This stupid collar. I asked for a costume with easy movement, and what do? They put me in a giant heavy jumpsuit. Then when I'm finally feeling alright enough to get back into things, they shackle me with this. They're treating me like a dog or something. See? This guy gets it. I haven't felt this degraded since I saw someone taken down by their own shackle. You mean me? Oh, that was mean. I haven't been doing great either, to be honest. I know Bones and Maneki are used to neckwear, but I have no idea how it isn't getting to people more. I had him try to rip it off with his hands, but even with all that gorgeous muscle, it's been a bust. If you feel up my arm again, I'm throwing you over the stage. Oh, okay, so Benny did manage to feel up his arm as he wanted to do. Oh well. Say, you wouldn't be able to get it loose with that crowbar of yours, would you? Huh? When did I show you that? It's a crowbar. You aren't exactly keeping it stashed in your back pocket. I hadn't noticed it yet. I doubt I could pray them off. I could maybe get it loose enough to see what card you have, but the spikes might dig too far into your neck if I do that. The issue isn't knowing the cards, it's getting the damn thing off. Maybe try me just to be safe. I'll tell you if the spikes are too much. Really, are you sure? Quick, do it before he changes his mind. Hey. Now, maybe a bit to the left. Okay, no, this is worse. Okay, crowbar might not be an option. Might be an option out of here. You alright? Maybe if you try going counterclockwise? Are you volunteering? Nah, I'll try my luck breaking the chain against the railing. Sorry, by the way. It's no trouble. You tried your best to get it off. I knew it was probably gonna hurt like hell regardless of if it worked. No, I saw your cards. Are you sure? What? You mean the 7? Ah, that's such a bad card. It's high enough to be risk, but too low to be worth teaming up with. Yeah, I mean you could still team up with 4. With Godin then. That would work because then it would be 11 and then you can go there safe and safely hit for another card to come in. To be fair, I don't think any card is too bad this early on. Yeah. Thanks. Even though you could totally be lying right now. Don't mention it. Okay. What about you two? So, about the game strategy. Not now, Bull. Feel free to converse among the others, but Cecilia and I are trying to have a discussion at the moment. Weren't you the first one to say we shouldn't form teams or partners and jump to working against one another? Is there a problem? Yeah, Cecilia is a heartless maiden, right? Just try to figure out what the next best course of action would be. What a coincidence! We were just discussing the same thing. The first note we came to a conclusion on was that, like Mr. Vic said, a group discussion is worth it. I agree, with the amount of players we have, it will just make things overly confusing, and we'll probably go in circles talking about the same points. Oh, sorry, I must not have been clear enough. More than 2 people is technically considered a group, yes? Oh, she doesn't want us here. What I mean to say is that you aren't needed here. Ah, right, good luck then. Rick bites the inside of her cheek as if she wants to say something. You too. Oh, okay, so they're definitely teaming up. Okay, what about you? Spit it out already. We only have so much time before pairing starts. Are you trying to survive this game or not? You're not asking a lot from you. This could help you move forward in the game. What do you get from trying to keep it a secret? If anything, it makes it harder for everyone involved. Huh? What do you mean you don't know? You saw what card you got, didn't you? Maneki nods. Do you not remember? Did you forget? Maneki shakes their head. Then what is it? You're running out of excuses here. You two aren't getting anywhere acting like that, you know. What is it to you? Why would I threaten Maneki? No, Maneki is our guy. Okay, let's tell them off. Would you lay off? I'm not even sure they can answer. You're not going to get anywhere with them. If their mutism was the only issue, they could still use their fingers to tell how many points they're worth. It's not an excuse. And what do you plan to do with them, even if they did tell you? You're not exactly painting the most trustworthy picture. Transparency with cards benefits everyone. It clearly doesn't if they're so set on hiding it. What do you get out of defending them? Are you two in on something we don't know? What's your card? Who wants to know? See, exactly. What do you get out of keeping your secret? Is it that you're afraid you won't have anyone to partner with? That has nothing to do with it! I'm starting out. If you want to play nice to the cameras that badly, don't let us stop you. Interesting. Vic and Vega give you their one last annoyed look before moving on. You turn to check over Maneki. You okay? Maneki beams and makes a small clapping motion. Aww. It's no problem. Good on you to not crack under their pressure. You got a pretty impressive poker face going on. Yeah, I mean the neck warmer helps, I guess, a little bit. They can hide their face in that. Keep at it, okay? Yes, we get his card. We got their card. We got their card. Cool. Also, that's a little bit disturbing, that picture. I mean, the others are kind of okay, but this is disturbing. Oh, the discussion time is already up? Time's up. Our quickest draw this round is... Heartless Maiden. Oh, I guess she's sparring with Rook. Yeah, they're there already. They're the only ones who managed to get in that area. I mean, everybody was busy discussing, so that makes sense. What's the big idea? We don't even know what card you are. What gives you the right to jump out there and pair off while the rest of us are still talking? Exactly. I mean, that's what you should do, I guess. This isn't how we should be going about things. Not everyone's decided what the pairs would be yet. Oh, I don't remember the rules specifying I needed everyone's permission to be up on the pedestal. Besides, I didn't seem to have any trouble. Perhaps you should simply find someone right for you. Looks like there's only 2 people who stepped up to be a pair. Heartless Maiden, I take it you know who you're pairing up with? My loyal equestrian, of course. Just wanted to double check. Please step up to face against the dealer. Naturally. Ooh, okay, so the dealer is starting with a king. Ooh boy, a king. I hope you two aren't playing on anything too fancy for dinner after the game. You might have to cancel that reservation. I don't think we'll have much to worry about. Is Cecilia an ace? Or a joker? Let's see what the lovely ladies will be working with, shall we? Yeah, she was an ace. Well, would you look at that? First round and we've already got ourselves a blackjack. See, I told you could trust me. I never had any doubts. Now I'm legally obligated to ask this, but forgive me for sounding presumptuous. I'll take it you two will want to stay. I mean, they do have a blackjack which is very safe, or they have 12 and they could bring somebody else with them, but there's a little bit of a risk. Because if they draw 10, it's a bust. But yeah. Well, actually, was there something you wanted to say? As I said, I don't doubt your reasoning on your intent. Then what's wrong? Don't you think it would be in our best interest to hit? Oh, someone's got the numbers mixed up. You've got nothing to worry about. We got a blackjack, we're safe. Of course, I understand that. But maybe while it's not in our best interest, perhaps it's in the greater interest of others? I mean, only 2 of us leaving would be. If we could bring up a 3rd player then... Oh! Oh! Look at that look. That's the heartless that's heartless in the name. Then what happens? I don't understand. You're not making any sense. I mean, only 2 of us leaving would be... I apologize. I'm trying to be more eloquent about this. Maybe you got confused. Is that it? You're right. I must have been thinking about it wrong. Apologies, miss. We'll stay, Mr. Cupid. I appreciate you humoring us, miss. Alright, dealer. Show the folks at home that card. Yes. Yeah, that's like 15. Looks like we've got ourselves 2 winners. Bad luck, Mr. Dealer. You'll get it next time. The colors automatically detach from the 2 standing on the gallows. The platform slowly rises back to the main stage as Cecilia waves down below. Best of luck, everyone! Don't keep us waiting! Go to hell! Yeah, fair setback. Discussion time will start back up again. Remember not to get too distracted looking for a pair that you don't end up picking one. Yeah, that reminds me of that minigame I played last time. I got too distracted about making sure it was right that I missed. Or like, the timer ran out. Be a good example for all the lonely Romeos watching at home. It's fine, we can work with this. They were both a lost cause anyway. What reason would a heartless maiden have to screw everyone else over if she knew how loyal her partner would be? No, we can use this to our benefit. Now that the ace and 10 are out of the way, we can keep sending the higher cards up and and they can hit for low points without the worry of busting. Isn't the king, queen, jack, 9, and 8 still here? There's still a lot of... That's still a lot of high numbers. Yeah, exactly. We don't know if that's the case. There's 14 guards and only 30 contestants to choose from. For all we know, one of those could be missing. You're not making this so much easier. Well, I'm trying to say is that there isn't as much risk of pulling a higher number. Yeah, that's true. Why don't the higher numbers go on the platform and hit for smaller cards? This will even things out the most and give us the best shot at getting out. Are you even hearing yourself? Even if the math on that was right, there will leave too many low points cards by the last turn without enough to face the dealer. I'm gonna have to side with Bones on this one. The math just doesn't work with that logic. Oh, did you finally get shunned by me? Where did it come from? Okay. Cut it out, or you'll make me throw up. Why is everybody after ads? That's interesting. I take it back. Besides, who's to say the two with a high card wouldn't just test their luck and send us against the dealer, like Rook and Cecilia? Yeah, exactly. The odds of sticking your neck out for someone else start to look a lot less nice from up high. I would almost be willing to bet money the cosmologist is only suggesting it to save their own skin. Maybe we're thinking of this completely wrong. I completely agree. This is bet and forgive. The audience wants to see us get punished rather than live. Exactly, wait, what? No, keep going. What I was saying is we shouldn't mindlessly try to save as many people as possible. We should start thinking about which one of us deserves to clear the game more. That's what the game is designed around, isn't it? Finally, someone trying to actually make this entertaining. If we try playing by our own rules, we always end up talking in circles. If we want to make any progress, we need to start looking at how the game was meant to be played. But how can that be decided? We were all found guilty, weren't we? I've got a few ideas on who should be getting canned. 3 to be exact. Here we go again. It's like that's all I think about. I agree with me first mate. The Scullyface threatened us and ripped us off for our goat. You see, Horse and Mermaid were still here, they would agree with us. You still ended up with your precious band-aids, didn't you? Oh, did you want us to kiss him better too? Damn it, Remote. The first thing your lot did was screw a bunch of other people over. Not to mention throwing a kid under the bus. Who's to say you won't pull something like that again in the future? I mean, if that's who's most deserving so far. If that's the metric we're judging things by, I doubt we should be first on the list. They're saying the first 8 cases is worth more than human lives. What the heck are you talking about? 7 people were eliminated in that. That means not everyone made it out with their partner. Or it could be that they both got eliminated. If that was the case, it would have been an even number of players. At least one person here made it out on their own. Yeah, I remember that Maneki made it out on their own. What's that got to do with anything? That doesn't change the fact that you blackmailed us. Oh, as cruel as it is, I think I get what he's trying to say. Blackmailing is bad, but letting a partner die when there was a way both of you could have lived does sound worse. One side outweighs the other, huh? Are you suggesting we should leave out the players who passed roulette without a pair? Seems like a thematic appropriate punishment. That was forever ago, though. Does anyone even know who went with who? Oh, a minigame. Pair players with their correct roulette partner. Once you believe you've paired everyone correctly, click on the confirm button. Oh, okay. Alright. Yeah, I think I kind of remember. Well, I hope so. I'm not sure about some, but like, definitely Eddie and Benny, that's like for sure. Who wouldn't remember that, right? Okay, then, definitely, where's Rook? Rook and Cecilia. These were together, definitely. Okay, next one. We know that Maneki was alone. Oh yes, Sailor and Sandbag, definitely. I mean, That's why we were getting the first aid kit. Okay, now this is gonna be a little bit more difficult. I have a feeling that I remember seeing Bones and Vic together on the screen, you know. I think it was these two together, and they were shaking hands or something. Yeah, that sounds right. What about the last pair? Who could it be? Okay, what about the... Actually, since like Coben was like, hey, I think we should... I understand the reasoning, and I think it's more fair for people who like eliminated their pair in the first game to be like, you know, left behind. So I think that Coben would probably had, you know, their pair survive or whatever. Where is he? Where is he? Gonna give up your rook. So very quick. At least gonna give up a rook. Am I blind? Hey? Where is he? What? Anyway, who would we pick? Then I could probably pick his pair at least. Okay, paired. I'm not sure about Viggo. I don't feel like these two would be paired together. Pig is already there. Elise. No, they definitely weren't paired together. Maneki, we know that he was alone. It would be kind of poetic that the gatherer would be with the Poppy, right? So, Poppy. And where... Oh, here he is. Yeah, I'm definitely confident in these three pairs. This is like, yeah, like 95% sure this is like, hopefully. Let's see. Confirm. I was with Benny, Sailor was with Sandbag, Cecilia with Rook, Robin with Poppy, and finally Vic and Bones. There's no doubt about it, those were the pairs. They confers in that, then. Oh, I got it right! Great! I love the art! The outliers are Elise, Viga, and Maneki. Ooh. Okay, so we got the outliers now. Well, I'm kind of curious where this is going, especially now that we've picked the outliers. Like, are they really going to leave them behind? I hope not. I know that Maneki like left their pair behind, but I still like them. But yeah. Anyway, thank you for watching, and if you like this video, please like, share, subscribe, or whatever you'd like. And see you next time, and take care until then. Bye!